biografías breves para mejorar tu inglés. Sean todos bienvenidos. En el video de hoy estudiaremos una breve biografía en inglés de un personaje famoso. Las instrucciones son sencillas. Escucha con atención el audio y ten en cuenta que las imágenes te ayudan a comprender la biografía de una mejor manera. Comencemos.
Jobs was born on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California. During his high school years, Jobs worked summers at Hewlett-Packard. It was there that he first met and became partners with Steve Wozniak. As an undergraduate, he studied physics, literature, and poetry at Reed College in Portland, Oregon. Formally, he only attended one semester there. In 1974, Jobs started working for Atari, an early pioneer in the manufacturing of personal computers. Jobs proved his skills as hacker by designing a telephone blue box, which was an electronic device that simulated a telephone operator's dialing console and provided the user with free phone calls. By the late 1970s, Jobs and Wozniak learned to work together. Using Jobs' family garage as a base of operation, they produced 50 fully assembled computers that were sold to a local electronics store called the Byte Shop. The Apple Corporation was named after Jobs' favorite fruit. The Apple logo was a representation of the fruit with a bite taken out of it. The bite represented a play on words, byte and bite. Jobs co-invented the Apple I and Apple II computers together with Wozniak, who was the main designer, and others. In 1984, Wozniak, Jobs, and others co-invented the Apple Macintosh computer, the first successful home computer with a mouse-driven graphical user interface. During the early 1980s, Jobs controlled the business side of the Apple Corporation. Steve Wozniak was in charge of the design side. However, a power struggle with the board of directors led to Jobs leaving Apple in 1985. After leaving Apple, Jobs founded Next. Ironically, Apple bought Next in 1996, and Jobs returned to his old company to serve once more as its CEO from 1997 until his retirement in 2011. In 1986, Jobs bought the Graphics Group, and then he changed its name into Pixar. Pixar moved on to do what it now does best, which is make animated films. Jobs negotiated a deal to allow Pixar and Disney to collaborate on a number of animated projects that included the film Toy Story. In 2006, Disney bought Pixar from Jobs. On 2003, Steve Jobs announced the iTunes Music Store with 200,000 songs. The first-generation iPhone was announced by Steve Jobs in 2007. More than 2.3 billion iPhones had been sold since then. The iPhone accounts for 15.6% of global smartphone market share. One of the most important mobile devices he introduced was the iPad in 2010. Before his death, Jobs was listed as the inventor and co-inventor on 342 United States patents, with technologies ranging from computer and portable devices to user interfaces, speakers, keyboards, power adapters, staircases, and packages. Steve Jobs died at his home in Palo Alto, California, on October 5, 2011. He had been ill for a long time with pancreatic cancer, which he had treated using alternative techniques. His family reported that his final words were, "Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow." Steve Jobs may be gone, but he's not forgotten. The mythology around the man is so strong that even years after his death, he still dominates online discussion, more popular than Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and the Microsoft founder, Bill Gates, according to Google Trends.
Si deseas comprobar lo que has aprendido, puedes optar por ver el video nuevamente pero con subtítulos. Recuerda que YouTube te permite activar los subtítulos en la tuerquita de ajustes de acuerdo a tus preferencias. Puedes leer subtítulos tanto en inglés, así como su traducción al español.